Warning: the following review contains spoilers for the Doctor Who television story The Invasion. Hello everybody, this is Pitchcole Black here and welcome back to another transmission, in which today I'm going to be reviewing the Doctor Who Big Finish audio drama The ISOS Network. During the William Hartnell TV era of Doctor Who, there was no monster quite as prevalent as the Daleks. They are practically what saved the show from being just another science fiction TV show to be forgotten about, showed what it was capable of, and essentially took the nation by storm. They appeared in a total of 5 stories within this Doctor's era. The 2nd, The Daleks, the 10th, The Dalek Invasion of Earth, the 16th, The Chase, the 19th, Mission to the Unknown, and the 21st, The Daleks Master Plan. By the 4th season of Doctor Who, the Daleks were being phased out of the equation, with the Cybermen being introduced as a hopeful replacement / competitor to the Daleks. In the 2nd serial of the season, The 10th Planet, the Cybermen saw their debut, with the 3rd featuring the Daleks in an attempt to help the viewers stick with the regeneration of the show's main character. The Moonbase was the 6th story of season 4 and saw the 2nd appearance of the Cybermen in the show, with the Daleks supposed getting their finale in the 9th. These villains kept returning in the show for the remainder of the 1960s Doctor Who run, featuring in another 3 stories, with 2 of them being amongst the most loved of all of the monochromatic episodes of the show. Many people today say that the Cybermen were at their prime in the 60s, with them being their most sinister, creepiest and powerful versions of themselves that the show has ever seen, which brings us to this audio drama, The ISOS Network. This story is a sequel to The Invasion, with the opening of this story showcasing the immediate aftermath of it, with the Doctor, Jamie and Zoe watching the destruction of the cyber fleet, but also noticing that one got away, which leads to them tracking down the escaped ship. This in turn leads to them landing on the planet Isos 2 after tracking down the escaped ship to that planet. Right off the bat, I will say that this audio is simply fantastic, albeit with a bit of a muddled plot, but I'll get into that later on. The story is essentially one big love letter to the fans of the Tomb of the Cybermen, the Web of Fear and The Invasion, with it being an amalgamation of all 3, creating a story that is, at the same time, both an original tale and a homage, with many elements being familiar. For example, in episode 3 there is quite the epic battle scene, which is very reminiscent of that one in the Web of Fear episode 4, and there is also a moment where a Cyberman is destroyed in a way that reminds me of a particular moment from The Chase and its 4th episode. The musical score and sound design I would also say is pretty fantastic as well, again reminiscing of more elements of the 3 stories that I mentioned that this is a fusion of. The music is simply fantastic, with it having this hugely atmospheric and unsettling chamber-like type of proceedings, whilst incorporating elements of the music from the Tomb of the Cybermen. Going more into the sound design now, the Cybermen voices are so spot on in my opinion, with them sounding exactly like how they did in The Invasion, with the Cybermen controller from the Tomb of the Cybermen reappearing and its voice matching perfectly as well. All of the sound effects within this story are very well done, and the overall way that this audio is engineered and constructed sound-wise is pretty phenomenal, I would have said. The characters themselves are absolutely spot on as well, the TARDIS team being extremely well reproduced from their original era and are simply fantastic. One of the things I liked most about them was Zoe's interaction with the original character Hilsey, the latter of which is a great way to articulate the plot and to unravel more of its threads. The writing by Nicholas Briggs was pretty solid all round, I would have said. As well as the music doing so, this audio has a huge atmosphere to it, which is further helped and pushed by Briggs' writing. The only real problem that I have with this audio is that I feel it gets a bit muddled with regards to how long the Cybermen have been on ISOS 2. As I mentioned, the TARDIS team track the escaping Cyberman ship at the start and trace it to the planet where the main adventure unfolds. However, it also appears that the Cybermen were on the planet for a really long time. Also, if this ship is an escaped one from the Cybermen fleet, why would the Cyber Controller be on board? Maybe I missed a detail and possibly this problem could be rectified with another listen, but other than that, I can't really see anything wrong with this audio at all. If you're a big fan of 1960s Cybermen, the Tomb of the Cybermen, the Web of Fear and the Invasion, I cannot recommend this story enough. Might even be the best 60s Cyberman story in my opinion. Despite the problem I had with it, I still hugely enjoy this audio overall, and it probably will appear somewhere in my previously hinted at top 25 1960s Doctor Who stories multimedia list that I'm going to be doing at some point on the channel, maybe in a few years' time. But overall, the ISOS network is an absolutely brilliant listen in my opinion, a beautiful, beautiful homage to 60s Doctor Who, namely Cybermen from that era and also the Web of Fear. It's an absolutely fantastic listen and you absolutely owe it to yourself to listen to this audio if you're a fan of all of that. It is an absolutely fantastic love letter to those particular elements of 1960s Doctor Who. Overall, I'm going to be rating the ISOS network a 9 out of 10.